Hi, good day. In this tutorial, I will teach you how to use the Cabride or the taxi feature on our platform. The Cabride or the taxi feature can be used in, let me say for example, in case of the Uber transportation app, where you can connect drivers and users together. Driver can register, user can register, then users can request for a ride. Driver accepts the ride, takes the users to wherever they are going to, and then get paid. And you get your own percentage of the whole business. So let's get started. So I'll assume that you are already on your dashboard and you have already created your app and you've done the basics, and what is left is adding feature. So I am going to search. You can either search for Cabride feature here by typing Cabride, or just click on it. It is right here. So I'm going to click on this Cabride now. To add feature to your app, all you have to do is just navigate to this feature tab by clicking on it, and then you'll be taken to this page where you can add list of features available on our platform. So the Cabride feature has been added. So it says Cabride management and configuration is done through the extended dashboard menu, because this module is large. This feature is a large one, so it's needed much more space than this. So you need to go to it. Has its own separate dashboard at this side of the settings. At this side of the module, you can see. So I'm going to click on here. You can see dashboard, so you can take me to the Cabride dashboard. Good. So you can see it's already Cabride has been added, and it has, you can see as part of the menu, it has its own separate dashboard entirely, because it is a large module and it has to be operational, controlling the users and then the driver accepting rights and all of that. So here is its own separate dashboard. So for now, because we are just adding the module, there is $0 that you've not made any money. In case you want to change this currency, just go here, go back to your design tab, and change this USD to whatever currency that you want. For I'm going to use US dollar for example in this case. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard where I have $0. So I want to set up the modules. First thing I do is go to settings. So I'll type my admin email, where I'm going to receive email about all the activities that is going to be happening in this whole taxi business that I'm about to configure. So I'm going to use these. Let me use this for example. I'm going to use this. Then I'm going to use USD currency, because if I want to use USD, you can also change it here as well. If you want to use USD, if you want to use whatever currency that you want to use, you can select it from here. So distance unit is the kilometer. You can set it in kilometers or miles. So I'm just going to put 7 bell yard here. Well, so you can start like this is going to be the starting point of where the ride is. Let's say in your local community, you can just put an address of the local community or your company. You can put the address here. So that's where the ride will take off. That is where the location distance will start getting or being calculated. So it said load POI from places feature. So if you have places feature configured there, it's going to bring options here. But I don't have places feature because I don't feel I need it. So that's why I don't have any option here. So it says right. So search timeout. So if the users is searching for, if the system is searching for ride, and let's say users request for a ride for example, and then it's spinning to find driver. If driver is not found after 60 minutes, then it will tell the user that no driver is available at this time. You can extend the 60 seconds to 120, so that's total of 2 minutes. Search radius, so this is the radius. This is how far the driver is to the user that is requesting for a ride. So if you use 10 kilometers, it's going to cover a wide large area. Just look at your community, look at how your company how your community is, where people are requesting for ride, where they will probably be, and how large the entire community is. So that 10 kilometer is okay, but in real cases, you may need more than 10 kilometer if you are doing rides from very far place, or you have a very large community or large city. You can extend it to 30 to 40. Okay, so course mode, you can put immediate. So immediate is the only option that is available, because you're just configuring your you're just configuring the Cabride module. So accepted payment. So how do you want to accept payment for this ride? Is it through credit card or credit card and cash? If you select credit card and cash, that means users will be able to pay the driver in cash. So I'm going to select only credit card. Payment provider, I'm going to be using Stripe. So Stripe is going to be processing the payment. So users enter their card via Stripes and they pay through Stripes. So commission type, if you set commission type, that means the entire configuration will change, and you will take your commission outrightly, or you just pay the drivers directly. But it is always recommended to leave it disabled so that you can properly manage your funds. Pricing mode, this is where you set the pricing. Do you want the driver to set the pricing for their rides, or you want to set fixed pricing for each vehicles? So let's say you already group your drivers you already group your drivers according to their vehicles. So driver that has these vehicles gets this so amount of money for this so amount of distance. So I'm going to be using fixed by vehicle type. I won't be using drivers. It says fixed by vehicle type. That means an admin will have to enter each price for each vehicle. If you choose fixed by the drivers, then that means drivers will have to enter how much they want to charge for their rides, whichever one you like. So period is how often do you want to pay your users? Do you want to pay them weekly, or do you want to pay them monthly? So I'm going to select weekly. If you want additional configuration, you can set background, passenger picture, or the driver picture. You're going to see the passenger or the driver picture as if when I go back and then try out the configuration I'm going to show you. So miscellaneous, so drivers can register. Yes, if you want driver to register through the app so that you can just control them here under the driver panel, you want to register driver yourself. If you want to be registering driver yourself, you don't want drivers to register, please uncheck this box. But to make it easier, I'm going to select drivers can register as well. You can then ask for additional information by selecting enable custom form and then adding another information, but I don't need that. I won't be doing that, so I'm going to click save. So I assume you have a Stripe account. Stripe is the only available means of payment that we have at this time. If you want your local payment to be integrated, you can contact our support team at support@Swiftspeed app creator. So if you have a Stripe account, you just enter your Stripe public key here and the Stripe secret key here, and you click save. So I'm going to move on here. Translation is basically used if you want to translate wordings. Let's say you want a different use case apart from taxi or cab, or probably a motorcycle transportation or anything transportation. If you want to modify it from being just taxi, then you can change a lot of words, or you want to change them into your own personal language, then you can change this my rights to whatever it is in your language, or whatever else you want to call it. So this is what this place is for. So here on that form is if you want to ask additional information from the driver, you want to have additional information about the driver or anything, this is what this form is for. You can remember I unchecked it under settings here, so I don't need to add any additional form because I won't be using it. So here is vehicle type. I select when about the pricing. When I was trying to set it up, I selected vehicle types that admin should be able to use fill the pricing according to the vehicle type. So I'm going to click on vehicle type here. I'm going to add a vehicle. I'm going to put Mercedes Benz. Don't mind me, I like Mercedes Benz. I'm going to add an icon of a car. Let me use this one. And then I'm going to click OK. And base fare is the amount of money I want to charge. So I'm going to charge $50. Distance is here is how much you calculate. That means if you select $50 for let's say 50 kilometers, then if the system will automatically do the math and is going to calculate the total base fare or the total amount of money that the passenger has accrued, and then show them their bill so they pay. So if I set it up like this, then that means I want to collect $100 for every 50 kilometers ride, or for every 1 hour. Okay, it says we should set it in minutes. So 1 hour in minutes is 16 minutes. So I'm going to put 60. So if the distance fare, if the ride is 50 kilometer, the users will be charged $100. If the ride surpasses 60 minutes, then the users will be charged 100 hours too. So is this feasible? If you want this options to be selectable, you have to click this box and then click save. And then I want to add another vehicle. I don't want the vehicle to be one. Let me add Lexus. Let me add Lexus base fare. Let me use $60 to $70 for 20 kilometer in 120 minutes. I'm going to select it is visible and I'm going to click on save. Okay, so I have two vehicles now, right? You can see them. You can delete any of them if you want. So drivers, here you will see the list of drivers that has registered through the app. From the app side, here you see the list, and you see the list of passengers at their email in case you need to communicate with them. Here is rides, so you see the list of rides that have been successfully carried out, and the ride request and everything. And you see this is the dashboard where you see everything. Accountancy is where you see all the money and the rights and everything, and where you pay out and all that. So dashboard, this is the main page where you get all the total amount of money and commission you've paid out over a period of time. So I am going to go back now to the features tab so I can see what I've been doing. I'm going to click here. Going to look for Cabride. I'm going to change the icon to something else. I'm going to change the icon to this. Good. Yeah, so now you can see this is the driver. This is where the driver will register, and this is where the passenger will register. So let's say, for example, I am a passenger. I want to register as a passenger. So because I'm already logged in, so you see my app is already working. So I can search for where I'm going here. Let's see, I'm going to Liverpool. No, let's say I am in Liverpool. I'm going to Manchester, Liverpool, UK. Then drop off is Manchester. So you can see the distance between the 2 points. So I'm just going to click here to request a ride. And when I do so, any driver that is that is available that you have accepted as a driver, because when the driver register, then they are going to show up here. Then you are going to need to approve them as a driver before they can start using the Cabride. So the driver will get a notification after the driver will have an app as well, will have the app as well. So when the driver log in, the driver is going to see that somebody is requesting for a ride. They'll be able to accept and see the person's contact. Like, let's say, for example, the email, the phone number, they're going to see the person details. And then they are going to be able to communicate to the person so they can both agree on a pickup location. You get. So that is how this works. The reason why it took me to London the other time, because when I first click on the this area, when I first click here, you see it's in London. It was because I set London as my default location. So that is the default setup pickup location. So you just enter here and enter here, and then the order for a ride, and then the driver accepts, and so simple as that. So after the ride is completed, the users pay the money for the ride. You get the money in your account. Then you can remove your commission at the end of the week based on the number of rides that was taken by the driver, and then pay them. It depends on how you want to set up your own business. So that is how to basically set up the Cabride feature. It's as simple as that. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Have a wonderful day. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and also do remember that this feature is a paid feature and it is not available on the free plan. So if you need to use this feature, kindly upgrade to the paid plan so you can be able to have access and use this feature. Thank you.